Hello, it's Noah Nerd. This is just going to be a general update on the channel. Nothing really not tutorials, not anything like that. Because I'm working now. Obviously, I don't want to go into too much details of what I'm actually doing because it's personal information and such. But I managed to find a job, so I guess I'll make this a vlog talking about the last year, basically, after losing my job from my previous job, and just how I got myself back on my feet. So it's basically a dev vlog for other devs who might also be struggling. So I'll be talking about uh, basically what tools I've been looking into, what coding libraries I've been investing in time into, and just how that's been. So obviously it was a bit of a blow when I lost my job. But I thought, well, I'm just got to pick myself back up, get back on it, get back on the old just get back on the bicycle basically. And then the last year I've been doing. So obviously we have to deal with AI as developers. We can't avoid that. There is ChatGPT can already generate code fairly well in terms of boilerplate and stuff. So we have to deal with that. And I've also been using AI for creative purposes like asset creation. I've been using Leonardo AI. I've started using ChatGPT a bit for generating some blocks and boilerplate, and it still is a good tool. Of course, you can't really, as far as I'm aware, write, or as far as I've seen, write full scale web apps with ChatGPT, but as a tool for assisting with boilerplates, I find it really useful. I've been mostly concentrating on obviously my niche, which is Free.js and A-frame. A ton of A-frame stuff I've been doing. Obviously, you'll know that if you've been watching the channel. But if you're a developer yourself, you always have to investigate the niches. Like for myself, for example, like WebGL has got probably a few more years left, so I'm gonna have to start getting into Web GPU work probably to stay on the cutting edge of things. I've also been looking a lot more, researching in my own time, like doing cybersecurity, looking into cybersecurity, just the how it functions. That's always a part of being a developer. Anyway, you have to be aware of security trends, make sure everything's up to date. Especially important with Node, you can actually get like malicious packages that can be injected into Node applications. So you have to be really on top of that. I guess also I've been I have to stop the video now. So I've also been looking into developing AI bots, just as a side thing, which has been I've been using character.ai for that. Essentially, it's just like literally you're just having a conversation with these things and you train them up. But that does involve a lot. It's not really programming per se. I suppose it is sort of. You're not writing machine. You're not writing a. It's language, but it's language as in language. I've been trying to. I've never actually learned properly Python syntax. I'm not really a Python developer, so I've been looking into that a bit more. Sort of got the gist of it now. Obviously, it's just it's not that different really from JavaScript. It's always the same principles, just with different syntax and language expressions. So I've been looking into that quite a bit. What other advice can I offer to budding developers? So if you're anything like me, then you're a creative developer. You get then combining design and programming. Then you always have to keep up with the latest trends and everything. That's obviously important, to say the least. But on a broader point, I'd say it's been tough. This last year has been really, really tough. I've been back at my parents, which has been it's fine. Obviously, it's good. We're a very supportive family, but it's been trying emotionally at times for sure. I've had a very difficult year, a lot of ups and downs in that regard. Tons of interviews. I lost count. I think I had about 10 probably. overall. Some are online. I got close a few times. There's about 2 or 3 jobs where it's down to the last 2, and I just got pipped to the post, as it were. But that actually wasn't that bad. Like I was saying, you have to do technical tests for interviews, and I got to the last stage of 2 or 3 of them. So, I mean, if you consider the amount of programmers in the UK or in the world, that's pretty good actually. So I'd say if you are struggling with interviews, technical interviews, then don't lose hope. Really, like something will come up eventually. It's just you do have to really. Programming has always been a game of you really do have to work hard. I mean, it's because it's cross-disciplinary: mathematics, engineering, design, graphics, etc., etc. Mathematics, obviously, and you know, maths is something I struggled with even when I was younger. I'm not the most natural mathematician. I know that I'm good at understanding the principles. When it comes to actual calculation, not so hot, right? So I'd say if you're struggling with the mathematics side of it, I mean, it depends. Everyone's different, but obviously you can use tools such as ChatGPT or Google, obviously, or you know whatever to get a Brilliant's a good app for that actually. Just like for refreshing, you know, on mathematics, algebra, whether it be algebra, geometry, all that sort of thing. So I guess I'd just say don't lose hope completely. Programming is still going to be around for a long time, probably forever. Really, it has to be around forever, even if a lot of it's automated, and to some degree, in the next 10 years. There's still going to be a human element there that is, I guess, doing the, you know, developing the higher abstractions, or not even the higher abstractions really necessarily, but dealing with higher abstractions, because there's always going to be a architecture. I actually watched a video about this. There's always going to be an architect element to it, in terms of like system architecture of a software, right? So that's always going to be a thing, I think. Yeah. I think I'll leave this here. I don't want to make it too long and rambling. This is more just, as I said, it's advice for either developers who are struggling to find another job, another role. Obviously, there's a lot of tech layoffs this year. Not been alone in this boat in that regard. So yeah, but and then also, obviously, people who are studying programming, maybe 20 somethings, I don't know. Then this is just a video to say don't give up. It is tough. Like I didn't even do that well at university, even myself, but you can get through it. Obviously, you need to always take time to chill out as well. Like for example, do painting, do music mixing. I've been doing that quite a lot recently. It's just a different way of applying that intelligence and that creativity to something that's just different discipline. But also walking as well, of course. You know, you want to avoid burning out. Like I'm going to bed straight after I recorded this video because it's almost 11. I've got to be up quite early tomorrow, so yeah, to maintain that healthy schedule, I suppose. Oh, this is probably common sense advice, so I'll just leave it there. But yeah, just a basic message to say, don't lose hope. Something will come up. You know, hard work there's virtue in hard work. You've got to work at it, but you know, that's it really.